is. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 480.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Here we go, 47.
Prescott on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
46. Here we go, 47. 26.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, he breaks through.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A week ago, they dominated in the trenches. They got in the backfield for 5 sacks, setting the tone there, one on the opening drive.
And it sets the tone for the opposing team, doesn't it? Remember when you were a kid and you went to the theater and saw that horror movie and it stuck with you for a while and you were a little bit jumpy? Well, if you saw 5 sacks the previous week and you're the quarterback, you might be a little jumpy as well. It might throw off his timing.
Yeah, it'd be jumpy, but sorry, Bob and Linda wouldn't let me see a PG movie until I was 17.
Well, that's just good parenting.
Kill. Look at me. Go. Now.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
7 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Go.
A first down carry by Elliott. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Silver. Watch the safety creep.
6-6. Ready.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
First down, and it's Pollard again. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Tony Pollard out of the backfield, the intended target. But now it's third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, exit.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy.
Now.
On play action, they'll throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
Come on, baby.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up. Check, 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 check. Hatchet, hatchet. Shoot, shoot. Tighten up, go.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soft. Rock, rock it, rock it.
Check, 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 check. Check, check,
Sit up.
check.
Shoot.
On the carry, it's McAllister. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Kill.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 45-yard line. Prescott looks to throw on first. Catch made by Slayton. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. And it's 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Kill. 47. Go to 54.
first down. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. On third down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. Prescott to throw on 4th. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
He's checking. Crash. Check.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 34.
Let's go.
With the score, Cowboys 7, Giants nothing.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Turn it up. Kill. Look. Squeeze. Hit it.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A second down throw for Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Hey, you got 3 down.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's taken to the 26. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
On the set. 93's the mic. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, man. Check 3. Shut up.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. The 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
Check 4. Check 4.
A gain of 9. Brings up second and 1.
On second down, McAllister. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Tavecchio good on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing again. Prescott on second and 10. He's going to air one out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. The Giants on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And able to find Kirk complete. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 53 yards.
The Giants first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Second and 10.
Throwing on second down. Prescott. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They start on the ground with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football.
Wow. That ball is not free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check safety, check safety. Watch twist. Watch twist. You go take. You get it.
On second down, Elliott. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
Check 13.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it.
On first down, Pollard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
60 outlaw.
Brings up second and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Check, check, check. Show
Leo.
Check 26, check 26.
Now.
On second down, it's Pollard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Go now.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Brings up third and 1.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check your hot read. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Go out. Come. Shoot.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On second and 12, Prescott. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
On first and 10, Prescott looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
Here we go, 46. 26.
Here's Prescott. That's complete to Slayton. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 33. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Here we go, kill.
Right here, right here.
1 first down throw for Prescott. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Prescott to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, on comes the Giants kicker, Aldrick Rosas. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Run for Pollard. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, Zoo.
2nd and 6. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
We own them. Hey, high 7.
Now back to throw. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. That is inches from the upright. It's no good. Wide to the left. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Man, I got you. No. Off. Check. Hey, Sam, off. Kill. Alert 3. Alert 3.
Check. General West.
Check hot route.
Hey, Charlie. On. Ready.
2nd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done. But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Hey, Haywood. Go.
93's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
80 weapon. Deep rim.
They'll try and throw for it here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's two schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and
60 Pittsburgh.
Heavy on the edges. Heavy on the edges.
Hey, Orbit.
Check. 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
I smell fear in that offense.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Sherman. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
Go now. 60 outlaw. Topper.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Looking for Cooper. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down.
Check 24. Check 31. Check 31. Check 37. Check 37.
Yo, Jack, hit it.
On 1st down, Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. 2nd and 14. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll set up to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Giants are going to get the football back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
54. Go, get out there, get out there. Let's go, baby.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
60 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
Get it.
Again, it's Elliott. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check 15, check 15.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the backer, watch the backer. Watch the safety creep. Recon, 132 fighter. Whip. Watch the whip. He's coming down.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards in the first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
6-6, pull it high. Wide, get wide. Hey, check 24. Go.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
This is McAllister. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
15 line. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 9 now. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
Look at me. Go.
They'll run here with McAllister. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Now from the 7, here's second and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. Being chased out left. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he gets it down. A yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Here we go. So we're going to 53. No such thing as a loss. We're taking win calls. Zoom. 55.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott, catch made by Slayton. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to draw a bit closer. Rosas good with the extra point, and that will get them one closer.
35. Giants 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
That's trash. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Check the backer, check the backer. 6 guys. Check.
Rock it. Keep gripping.
They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw here. It's caught. Cooper. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half.
Back. Protein spill.
Hey, check 20.
Look, squeeze.
Kill.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Prescott. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing. Prescott. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
You got nothing. He's coming. Double up.
Leo. Shoot.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On 1st down, McAllister. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th.
Check 26.
Hey, lock it.
36.
They'll keep it on the ground. McAllister. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time, ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Ready?
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Get it.
Looking to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Cowboys, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the game themselves